Hi guys, here we are at Six Forks Farm. Exciting day here because it is chicken processing day. Now it's been several weeks that we've had these chickens out on pasture with the cows and with all the ruminants and cleaning up after them. They were our cleanup crew. The good thing is we do have chickens right behind them that are going to go out after these guys get processed. We still have the laying hens out there also, and we're going to process them right here on site. We're here at the barn area, and I'm going to show you that setup here in a minute. We have some really good friends of ours, Ginger and Don, and they were really cool to let us borrow some of their equipment to do this because it is kind of an expensive process when you're just getting started. So we have the birds that we're going to bring, and we'll do them a couple at a time, and I'll kind of show you what that process looks like, and then go from there. Okay guys, here we are at the barn area, and here's the setup here I'm going to show you. So we have the cones over there, and the cones are to put the chickens in upside down. So when you turn a chicken upside down, it relaxes and it kind of submits, and you're able to work with them. So we'll put those in the cones right there. Upside down, they'll get their heads taken off, and then they'll drain into those buckets right there. And after a few minutes, they'll come to the scolder. Now the scolder is set up here just on a tripod, and this might be a little bit too hot. So what we're looking for is about 180 degrees. For those of you who don't cook, 212 is boiling. You poach an egg at about 205. You see all those little bubbles in there? That's about 205 right now, so we'll have to back this off a little because the chickens are gonna go in the scorcher to loosen the feathers, so the feathers are easy to come off, and they'll only go in there for a few seconds. We don't want to cook them, we just want to loosen the feathers, and that's why it's not so hot. And then we come over here to the scolder, the plucker. Now this is a machine that turns on, it's kind of like a little mini washing machine is what it looks like, and you put the chickens in there. This will hold about 3 of them. You see all those little rubber fingers in there? Well, it'll spin around, the chickens will bounce around in there for about, I don't know, 20, 30 seconds maybe. All the feathers will come off. And then from there, they'll come over here to the cleaning station, which is kind of full of some other stuff right now. And they'll get cleaned out here. We'll take the guts out. We'll dispose of the guts in here, and that'll probably go in a compost. And we'll save the organs like the liver and the heart and things like that. We'll save that for the dogs. And we'll use a hose to kind of spray them out and clean them. And then lastly, we've got these bags here, and the bags are shrink bags. So we'll re-dip the chickens once again here in this pot, just in order to shrink the bag enough to where it sticks to the chicken, kind of like you get them in the store. And then last but not least, we go right into ice. And we'll hold these guys cold enough until we can get them into the freezer. Now, some of the scraps from the chickens might go in the black soldier fly bin. Let me show you what that looks like. So we have the black soldier fly bin here that houses all of our scraps, our food scraps. And then what we have here are the black soldier fly larvae, which isn't really very pleasing to look at, but we feed that back to the chickens. It might seem kind of gross, but that's their natural food. Chickens eat grass and they eat vegetation, but they mostly eat protein, bugs, crickets, flies, larvae, all of that stuff. That's their natural food. And so we've got the circle of life here, and I'll show you some pictures along the way. All right, so we're in the four-wheeler out in the field. We got this chicken coop, one that's movable out here, and we're bringing it back to the barn so they're easier to catch. They're all stuck inside the coop. Grayson kept the door closed this morning so they couldn't come out, and so we're just gonna pull them right out of the coop one at a time. You guys will see when we get back to the barn. Move back, Gus. You have to push it in to latch it. There you go.
Dad, can we get in there?
No, you're just gonna reach in there and grab them. We need 4 first. 1. Augustine, get ready to hold this chicken. Don't let her go. Just come over here to the cones where your mom is. You got 2 of them?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Just come over here, Ben. Come on over here first.